Hello, everybody. That marks day 3 of the music instantly cutting out at 8 p.m. That is kind of crazy. Well, actually, wait, did I say day 3 or 4? Regardless, today is Wednesday. Do I have to check? I always have to check. Yep, today is Wednesday, January 24th. Welcome, everybody. I hope you've had an amazing Wednesday so far. It is the end of the day. We're all kind of tired. We worked hard all day, though, and unlike yesterday, I'm not super tired, so we will be doing our warm-up session today. But yeah, so like usual, hope you had a good one. Please tell me how it went in chat and what you're planning on doing today. And we're going to switch over to the camera right here. Awesome stuff. And yeah, so we're obviously a bit more ahead today. Actually, I saw last stream my music was a bit loud, so we're going to turn it down just a tiny bit for going ahead. And if we have any complaints, yeah, actually, since it hit yellow right there, we're going to go even a tiny bit more. It's just a bit loud in general, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's set our timer. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I was in a bit of a bad mood before this because I was working with school stuff for about 3 hours. Timer's going right? Is it going? Come on. There we go. I was working on school stuff for like 3 hours trying to solve one thing, connecting to my school's servers. And it was all because of a backslash. So, the more you know. Ironically, this is the homework I've been working on for the past several streams, and it's something every time hinders it. So that's unfortunate, but what can you do about it? I'm gonna bring the camera a tiny bit towards me. Both good news and bad news. So this competition, this 24-hour competition I was talking about, I didn't get accepted into it, which is really upsetting. But on the bright side is I could not only stream more now, but I could probably go pick up my new desk, and I have more time for me. This week has been very hectic in terms of just everything. I've been getting weird. I've been prioritizing sleep this week, yet my sleep quality has been awful. I've been waking up during the night. I get super hot. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully tonight is a better night. I've made some major adjustments to my room and all that, so hopefully the magical sleep that is, we get some more of. Also, adding to that, I've been thinking, since these streams are at the end of the day for me, I've been thinking about moving the stream back 30 minutes to an hour. Now, when people are actually here, or you can leave it in the comments, please tell me what you think about this, because this would allow me to work on more schoolwork during the day, just by a tiny bit, to where, like, once I'm finished streaming, I don't have this awkward gap of time before where I actually need to go to sleep, and where the stream ends. So, I think if we can come to a conclusion on that going forward, that'd be pretty helpful for me, sleep-wise. But yeah, it would allow me to end the stream right before I go to sleep. But also, I'm a bit worried that like my focus at the end of the day would be dwindling. So who knows? I may start removing planes from these exercises because I'm not getting any better at them, right? You know, like they're kind of. I mean, maybe I could really focus on my lines. But it's a warm-up, so yeah. Not too picky about it. One thing I've started doing more is I've never really been a huge Discord person. Like I'm in communities and stuff, but that's not really my forte anymore. But I've seen myself interacting a bit more with the Drawbox Discord. I'm having a lot of fun, giving tiny critiques here and there. I used to feel like I wasn't qualified enough or experienced enough to give people tips, but now that there's such a surge of new people into the server, I think because of New Year's, but who knows, I'm able to give that kind of advice and do little drawings for people to help them do boxes the way I do, even though my boxes are not perfect, or things like that. So, who knew engaging with your community, not my community, but you know, the community of people that are close to you, is so fun. Oof, man, I'm really hot. We're taking off the jacket today. I'll be right back, everyone. Now that I'm thinking about it, most people do join my streams when they're live. Oh, just hit my desk, oops. About 30 minutes in. So I think that'd be actually quite a perfect time. Now it is later into the night, which sucks for everyone. But It's a bit more convenient. So yeah, there are pros, there are cons. I think we could try it for a while. It's not like we can, it's a permanent thing, you know? And I'm also still trying to come up with ideas for like compilations or other media for these. I don't really want to do YouTube Shorts because, I mean, I could, but that's more editing and more work that I don't necessarily want to do. I'm not for this channel getting like super popular. I just, you know, want to help people draw stuff that they like or do things that they like. Let's configure this real quick. Sorry, I'm editing my camera so it's focusing for once. There we go. But yeah, so that's kind of my mentality. We shall see, right? But yeah, I'm definitely in a much better mood today. Lots of hard work, you know how it is. Hoping that this weekend is a very restful one, where I don't try to suffocate myself with homework. Now I can start returning to my usual little hobbies, like making that game on the side and stuff, and not feeling as guilty when I'm not doing homework. There we go. Okay, I think that's a pretty good spot. Oof, yeah, I was about to say my lines aren't the best today, so let's slow down a bit. And yeah, hello, thank you for joining today. Got an O/, don't know what that means, but welcome. Hopefully that isn't making fun of me for my... Oh, I just realized I doubled up on these interior lines. So much for focusing, right? I really want to speed up my boxes. We should figure out a way to do that. Seems a bit low. Yeah, I think that's good. Hello. Okay, cool. I never knew that. Well, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. I was just debating, and I'm not gonna say hate. That's a weird word to say for it, but like, wow, I just realized how rude it would have sounded like out of context to say I hate repeating myself, but no, I don't want to annoy anyone else who's watching the stream possibly later. But we were just recently talking about moving the stream 30 minutes by 30 minutes later in the night. It would allow me to get more done during the day and fall asleep easier, if that makes sense. Basically, you know, doing homework right after streaming, I kind of am not very disciplined. I just keep doing it, even into the night, so I lose sleep over it, which is not healthy. So instead, we just make our streams later, so I can't do homework after that. Because once the stream is done, the stream is done. I usually don't go over, and if I do, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, so I think I may move the stream 30 minutes to an hour. We're going to see what most of the people say. You know, I don't want it to be a detriment to other people's schedules. It's not a huge change to mine, but it would be a very, very thing. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so moving things around, and plus it's not like it's a permanent change, so I think we'll start doing that. Also, the competition I was going to be in, they did not accept me. I did not get accepted into it, unfortunately. So, that being said, we will be streaming for sure Saturday. Oh, trust me, I already do. I'm pretty OCD when it comes to lists and stuff. I have a very interesting looking Google Calendar. But yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm very upset about not being in that competition. I had a whole team, fun stuff set up, but you know, more time for things that I love. So, pilot plane engineer thing that Ali talks about. I've not heard of that. Actually, I wanted to. No, I'm not sad. Actually, tiny bit upset. But like at the end of the day, who cares? You know, it was a development competition, so my friends and I would have made something. It's not like we still can't do that, and plus I'm actually kind of happy because that means I don't have to be up for 24 hours, almost like technically 48 hours, working on stuff. And an old friend from my high school is visiting this weekend, so it's kind of a win-win. Oof, this line, this is where it all went wrong. I knew moving it up too much. I should have done that initial one. So yeah, this line, always too high bit. But yeah, that means I get to go back to my game development project. I have a new secret project for Drawbox that I kind of talked about already on stream. Where am I? We have friends everywhere, right? They can be made in many places. I know you're probably not asking for how to make friends, but that goes into an important topic today, because there's many bus rides that happened today, to and fro campus. Poor scheduling on my part and just a wacky schedule in general. But I was reading Ali Abdaal's book, or listening to the audiobook, I should say, more today, and covered a part about buddies. So, people that you engage in your hobbies with, like accountability partners, basically. And gave some really good, wow, this box was not the best, really good at deep analysis into what makes a good accountability partner and stuff like that. Exactly. That's a very important part, but not only that, it's how you treat the people you hang around. That's a very important thing. Luckily, all my roommates and all my friends are just awesome people. Maybe that means I'm awesome. I don't know. Probably not. But I adore each and every one of them, especially my roommates. They're such funny and awesome people. But having that kind of, yeah, don't be a dick is the golden rule. Yet, weirdly enough, it's not as simple as that, right? Because being a dick is not just a personal thing. It's not just a choice you can make. It's a subjective thing to others. And so, in the pursuit of trying to make friends and stuff, you have to be conscious of what you're saying to them. Me personally, I really fail. I'm super interested in things. I min-max the things I care about. Maybe it's Germa, maybe it's One Piece, whatever. And so I share a lot, and some people don't necessarily reciprocate that. They don't hate it, but they don't find it as a thing that's enjoyable for them. And most people communicate, hey, that's a bit annoying. No harm there. And I do appreciate people who are open and responsive like that. But also, what is it? It's ego. Ultimately, the biggest playing factor I've found in meeting people and what makes a good teammate and a friend and stuff like that is ego. And by ego, it's the what's it about. So if you're not going up to your friend and saying, how was your day? And then immediately talking about your own day, instead of investing yourself in them and their stuff and actually caring, it's very easy to tell when someone's only saying that just for, politeness sake. But actually being invested and caring into the people that you talk to, that's a very important part. And so, I can't remember where I got the quote from, but I really like it. It's ego is the enemy. In life, there's rarely people who are like, have a vendetta or hate. There's no like main villains in our lives. There's only ego of ourselves and others. So, especially with art, and unfortunately, I mean, I do it myself. I'm no saint, right? But we let our egos kind of dictate how we treat others in our art communities or things like that. We may ask questions on their behalf, or critique their art too harshly, or even say, "Oh, this could be copied." So we go and search for, like, even though maybe the skeptic, but we go and search, "Oh, is this AI generated?" Or we can't just accept that someone made something. And while we may, be right most of the time, at the end of the day, these kind of choices are only just satisfying our egos. We want to be right and the only ones capable of this. So yeah, moral of the story today, going from Ali Abdaal and friends to that, is we could all probably do a better job of maintaining our egos. We have faults, and we shouldn't hate ourselves for them. We should just turn that energy to correcting ourselves. Very weird turnaround, I know, logically, but it is a very good thing to consider every day, and practicing not only mindfulness but gratitude really helps with that. Whenever you practice gratitude, you're able to literally humble yourself and say, I'm really thankful for X, Y, and Z. These things make my day, and without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. That very much for me is my friends. I'll always shout out my really good friend I've had for probably, I'm not sure how long for Drawbox, but my good friend Delano, probably about 6 months at this point. We've worked really hard together and challenged each other to make good stuff. So shout out to them. Not only that, but for helping me with the streams and stuff like that. Very awesome person. Currently in lesson 3, about to finish it up actually. I didn't check. This is gonna be a bad box. I've kind of accepted that. But yeah. Oh, hello, Rise. Good to see you here. Hopefully it's not too late where you are. Oh no, that wasn't Rise. That was Pilgrim. Pilgrim was here yesterday. I think Rise is like at a normalish hour, hopefully. Your mom, awesome. Every morning you wake up, write in your journal, and one of the gratitudes, always your mom. That is great to hear. Parents are really something. Or any like guardian figure, stuff like that, right? Man, this box is quite horrible. I don't even want to work with it. But yeah, Rise, we were just talking about not only like ego and whatever, weirdly philosophical stuff on an art stream, but we were also talking about moving the stream back to about, I think, 8:30 p.m. CST. I always have to convert in my head. 8:30 p.m. CST because it's only 30 minutes past what we usually stream. But yeah, so it would be at 8:30 or maybe even 9. We're gonna experiment this weekend. I got denied from the competition I was wanting to go into, so I now have a free weekend where I don't have to spend 36 hours doing stuff. But yeah. And I'm hoping to at least make a dent in some of my homework tonight. Man, I'm so upset about that. Gotta brighten early for the gym tomorrow too, because most of my schedule's at the end of the day. Hopefully tomorrow I won't be as EP as I was yesterday. I do apologize for everyone in the stream who's possibly wanting a more energetic Cav, a less delirious Cav. The main thing that is tough about streaming for me is like making the thumbnails and like timestamping the video. It's like the last thing I have to do at the end of the day, and it just always is something bitter for me. But I'll do it. I'll do it with Lee. So yeah, this didn't converge too well, but everything else actually was somewhat decent, so that's okay. Awesome. So successful warm up today. I feel like my camera is just a tiny bit unfocused. Not sure if that's my screen or configure video. Let's see what we can do to this. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That was only 5 units more, and that looks somewhat more crisp. Oof. Okay, nice. Back to it. So today we're going to be finishing up the... Oh, man, I just realized the stream was already open to the chat. Was it? I don't know. But yep, we're going to be doing the rest of our aluminum today. We're going to actually take our paper that we made extra yesterday. I just realized we have some spare paper that we need to use before we get to this. So let's pull that out real quick. Always something I'm missing whenever I prepare for stream, right? Let's say we have our textures. We have our page. That's one of our pages. We have the other. This. Awesome. Good stuff. Yep. Wonderful. Doing a copy of Study again tonight. Oh. Study tonight. It's time to Makima from Chainsaw. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, I can't wait for... Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I announced this last stream. I'm pretty sure I did, but I was also very tired. The V1 stream will be happening on Friday still, despite the change in schedule. And now, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sunday I'm going to take a day off, which is, I think, one of our first days off in a while, maybe 2 weeks. And then we'll kick it back into gear Monday, or maybe I'll make Monday my day off. I think I'll make Monday my day off. So we'll do it Saturday and Sunday. Oh, change to Photoshop now. And you are in love. I can understand that. I have not used Photoshop that much. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I really use a lot of Paint.net, GIMP, literally everything else. But yeah, Mark Bernay's line brushing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, I'm really interested in that artist. You showed me them yesterday, and they seem pretty awesome. Anyways, let us set our 1 hour timer and kick it into gear. Also going to take a water break too, because that is very important. Also, I'm trying to find a good balance. I don't want to spam that my streams happen every day in the streaming channel of Drawbox, but I also want Drawbox people to know I'm streaming, so I think I'm going to drop it once every week. Be like, hey guys, here's the current playlist, and here's the stream today of me doing lesson 2 homework. Feel free to join. So, I was thinking about this second art, enrolled in his art school. Oh, okay, awesome. Really cool stuff. Anyways, so, I was thinking about this while I was going to sleep last night, how I'm going to construct this, how I want it to look. Let's look at our actual texture page just to get an idea for the form. We said it's going to be right here, I believe. Yes, right here. And it's kind of moving towards us. It's like slightly towards the viewer. So we're going to recreate that here and then bring it over here. And should be as easy as that. I also do want to revisit some of these textures, thicken up the lines. But that's not a major worry for right now. So let's get back into it. Yeah, so I don't really need to mesh this I know form is very important. The outside part will be very important. Let's start our timer before we forget. Let's see if I can pull up on Pinterest, actually. We're going to swap screens real quick. Let's see if I can go into Pinterest and see if the, like aluminum ball or like tinfoil ball. This technically should be tinfoil. I shouldn't label it as aluminum, shouldn't I? Ooh, wow, perfect example right here. Very pixelated though, so we can't really use that. There's that meme of people quote-unquote microwaving the aluminum balls and they get smooth. Don't do that, by the way. Please do not microwave metal things. But yeah, seeing a lot of that in here, not necessarily what I want. It's also kind of see the edge, hard to see the edge of aluminum. Let's see if I can like photo search this. Oh, here we go. Now this is from LinkedIn. Cool, I guess. We're gonna take from LinkedIn today. There we go. Okay, that's a pretty great example, in fact. This is actually a pretty wonderful example. So, switch over here. In fact, I'm going to, actually no. I do have this version of the screen where like more, but I don't think we really need that today. So, anyways, back to this. What we're gonna do now. Perfect. Okay, cool. Look at these edges, right? We have these very sharp edges. We can also see how it gets darker. We have this lighter section up here, and we have this darker section down here. Remember we said there's 3 tones mainly seen in tinfoil. We have this gray midtone, which is really just the shadow on it, just it's reflecting a lighter object. It's reflecting light towards the camera, the viewer. We have this pure white area, which is just pure reflection, and then these darker near black areas, which are the shadow. So like most of this down here would be shadow, but there are some areas where light would technically be hitting, like up here. But with that being said, let us get into it and just start defining what we think the shape should be. Actually, you know what, just because I'm such a fan, let's see if I have any unused tracing paper. Looks like we do. Nice. Yeah, this was like from a couple streams ago, so always save your paper, guys. Never know when you'll need it. What we're going to do is we're going to give some contours. And I'm going to just do this beforehand to get an idea of what the shape looks like in my mind, in my brain. Here we go. We'll do a bit of a following it around too. To be quite frank with you guys, I'm pretty excited for the V1 stream. It's been a while since I've done art like that. It will be a rough study, but I'm basically going to do like the flat reference study. I'm going to transfer that to a page just to get an idea for the proportions. And then I'm going to start tumbling shapes of V1's body and then maybe detailing a couple of them on a page or two. I think I'm probably going to do it in pencil. I really just like working with pencil compared to fine liner. I'll try to avoid erasing because I think, you know, I should just get used to making permanent marks on a page. But yeah. Oof, that did not end well. Don't. Okay, I thought we were running out of ink. I would have been super upset. I really like these pens. So yeah, our form's gonna look a bit like this. Yeah, let's draw over it, who cares? Switch basically, I've switched basically only using pens now in traditional drawing. Yeah, that's kind of what Drawbox did to me too, but I love all of it. Okay, gotcha, makes sense. Can't wait to approach digital one day. So what this is gonna look like is, I don't even know why I'm not technically doing it on here, but who cares? Is we kind of see how we can see the underbelly of it right here. That's pretty interesting. So like we're gonna have pieces that go off above it. So I'm actually gonna do that in red for funsies. Red will represent the forms. Go in a tiny bit, and then we can have a really big piece sticking out. You have to remember these are going to be very jagged. Kind of failed to do that there. It's gonna go. Better form. You do have those like little tinge metal pieces coming out. It's important to note that all of these things do have lines with them. I mean, all these folds, you know, they come from somewhere. We can have a pretty big piece out of it right there. In fact, let's do the rest of this pretty big, because I said, I think it was on my feather texture, that we wanted these to be a lot bigger. That was important to us. We don't really have any triangles per se. We have triangular shadows, but like most things coming out aren't like sharp points. They're edges. So we'll try to keep that in mind. Kind of feels like graffiti, like the very etched graffiti. Also a bit like constellations too. Okay, let's make some bigger pieces. I feel like we're going too small again. I think I'm just afraid of those boulder lines. Boulder as in like bold, you know. Because like, you know, that makes a statement. That's you can't erase it. You have to kind of plan it out beforehand, and of course, you know me and my aversion to ghosting. Also, the sides you will see a bit more chaos, right? That's just a fact because we're seeing more of the surface, and the surface is inherently bumpier on the sides. That's why, like, when you're looking straight on, this actually is a bit concave, but you know, there's more chaos at the edges because you see more of the surface. It's foreshortened as it goes away. Full stuff. I think how I should start now is I should start with these larger shapes, and then so we'll leave a note here. Start with larger forms. Cool. I've always wanted to put like a tiny little Among Us in some of these textures, but like I want to go really tiny so it's not noticeable at all. Yet at the same time, the fine liner isn't that fine. It's not like a 3mm. I'm being kind of random here. I should really focus up to what these forms are actually doing. I could do like little cool, you know. Oh, you're supposed to do it with like this, right? Yeah, and then that. Little cool S's. Anyways, that was pretty poorly done, cool S, but you get the gist. I could probably hide one of those in there. Man, this is just like a scar in my art. This is like not pretty, the S. Okay. Let's add some, now we're gonna put some purple in here to represent the shadows. So like, you know, shadows are gonna get really heightened over here. Practically all of these are gonna be darker. I'll leave some edges, some like lines, white lines, to simulate that detail. But yeah. Yeah, this, you could tell this side is like less bumpy than this one because that's where we made our vow of not being so cursive with it. I'm getting a lot of purple ink on my finger. Let's avoid that. Tracing paper doesn't absorb too much of it, so. It's kind of harder to find places for shadows over there. This is fun. I feel like we need deeper shadows, so like some crazier stuff. So like there's a peak there, you know. We need to be more bold. Be more bold. Make the deepest textures known to man. Ironically, I'm saying be more bold when I keep saying less is more for many of my textures. It is a balance, isn't it? That was a bit too much. There are just a lot of like these little zigzag lines, kind of like we did on our like reference study page. Okay, I think that's kind of what we want. It's important to note that we have some zigzags just that don't really exist. So like this T section, we want no T sections. Or like H sections. So like things that look like this, that doesn't exist. There's no perpendicular lines. So yeah, an addendum to that would be no perpendicular lines. Good stuff. Okay, gonna get another water break real quick. So yeah, looking at this from far away, I think we're missing lines that kind of look like these splats. So it's like this, 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 this. So we'll make sure to add some splats in there. I'm gonna call a splat. It's these like polygons with extruding limbs. Oh, that though, feel pretty good. Let's do it over here and then transfer it to the main page. So yeah, we're gonna have let's focus on really big lines this time. Good, liking that so far. The actual, we do have to keep in mind, the, almost like make a streak across my page. The actual one is, don't want to get ink on the bottom of it. It's much thinner, it's much smaller. So we'll keep that in mind, and we'll also, what we do here, it's going to be larger, and we literally just want to like shrink it down, basically. So yeah, we have to keep in mind that this is a bit like of a hole, I guess. You know, this is the top of it, the scalp, the skull, the cranium, the noggin, whatever you want to call it. That's that. So yeah, these are going to have extrusions into the actual form. So we're going to have we do remember these are somewhat tangent to the form. So like if this is the noggin, we're not going to see something go straight across it, right? It's going to kind of, you know, lay on the surface, the contour. Topographic. Gotta think of it that way. So this is kind of like a burrito. It's like if I was going to hold a burrito, it's kind of looking like that, basically. Actually, yeah, we could name this thing a tinfoil wrapped burrito. That would be a bit funny. I always want to put like jokes in my submissions for Drawbox, but I'm not sure if they would want to understand them or to find them that funny. But I bet in the midst of grading, they'd probably enjoy that just a tiny bit. Keep this little sketch page over there. Actually, I'm gonna cut it out real quick while we're at it. Little fun arts and crafts. Oh goodness, oh jeez. There we go, awesome stuff. We're back to it. For those of you who are just now joining, we're considering moving the stream back 30 minutes into the night. So doing my little conversion in my head, it would start almost 10 minutes ago. But that's 8:30. Sorry, I'm bad at time math. 9:30 p.m. CST. Cutting out my paper. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna keep this with us. This is kind of our estimation of what we want it to look like a tiny bit. Stream move back. Yeah, we're going later into the night. It's gonna be a late night stream. We're gonna have some dark humor, some comedy. No. But yeah, just for more time for me to do stuff. More time for maybe you guys to do stuff during the day. Just realized I have a scar on my wrist now. Dang, that kind of sucks. I have many scars is the bad way to put it. Most of my scars are from cats, ironically. Like nothing too cool in my story. But that being said, yeah, stream being moved back. We're gonna be streaming Saturday now and possibly Sunday. Stream is moving around a bit. I think on Friday night oh wait, no, I'm not allowed to because Drawbox streaming is for posting streams for the lesson homework, not personal art. But we will still be doing the V1 stream that weekend. So fun stuff. I'm excited. And hopefully I'll be getting my frickin' homework done for once. Jeez. Making me so upset. I feel like this isn't chaotic enough. Did a bit of an H line there, and I apologize. Maybe that could be a shadow. That is now a shadow. Why am I shading yet? We need to do the forms. Oh yeah, we're going crazy. We're doing all kind of crazy lines today. How long have you been working on? That's like asking someone their age, man. That's like asking someone their... No, I'm kidding. I feel like my friend Delano would know better than me. I have been working on the textures probably since November of 2023. Maybe October. It's tough because like I was on and off. Exams really kicked it out of me, and then I joined way too many clubs last semester, which wasn't many clubs at all. Yeah, I'm about 3 to 4 months old. Yeah, three to 4 months. Don't do what I did. Don't hold it off. Don't push it off. Because I would do like a quarter of a texture per week. Like I was still working on it, but it was so minimal. And in fact, that's probably better than doing nothing. Take it at your own pace. That's what Drawbox is all about. But yeah, don't do what I did. Don't do that. It was a bit goofy on my part, and I apologize to the Drawbox gods. But at the same time, do take your time. Don't stress yourself out about it. It's not that deep. Yeah. And my salary is nothing. I don't get paid for these streams. But please, actually, no, you guys can't even pay me. But I don't even want money from these streams. I feel like then I'll turn it into a job, and that's the last thing I want for these. I want to enjoy this stuff. I like it how this turned out. Very geometric, but I like it. Yeah, textures, I'd say for like a normal person who isn't holding it off like me, maybe a month to 2 months. It usually takes that long. It's a very fun assignment in hindsight. Not while you're doing it, probably. No, but I like it. It's engaging, makes you a lot better at no, I just realized there's way too many lines in the center. Observation, critical thinking when it comes to textures. Obviously, I'm not too good at that, but yeah. So yeah, our contour is going to kind of follow like this with the lines. So these are going to become very, very squished up here. Yeah, these straight quote-unquote lines are going to wrap a tiny bit in some places. So like right here we could have a giant little button on top, or like something, you know, extruding from the top. How we would draw that is, since there's an ellipse right here, it would kind of go up, so it would go like this, and then it would have a, you know, this. And these in here, and we're gonna make it a lot thinner in here, so like just to kind of exemplify that, hey, not much light in the center. We can't see many contours, not many forms. This is a very trust me bro exercise. Group of textures. Good stuff. I am curious, how old do you guys think I am? That's always a game I like playing, because people think I'm... Here's the guess, right? Here's the little hint. People think I am much older than I actually am. By like a crazy margin. the fact that you guys know I'm in college probably helps a lot. But when I was traveling Europe, it was funny because people traveling, wow, voice crack. Maybe I'm younger than I thought. 22. Wow. They thought I was much older, by probably an average of 5 to 7 years older. And even when I worked over the summer, they thought like, why is he taking a job like this when he's that old? But yeah, I'm liking all the guesses in chat. I feel like people are aiming a bit low on purpose. But yeah, no, I like it. It's always a fun game. I wonder what the average age on Drawbox is. You know, who's interested in drawing? Who's doing all that? You know. An interesting little stat. I feel like the median age for Drawbox is probably, I'd say like 16 to 25, somewhere in there. And there are outliers. There are some older folks in there who are very good at art. But yeah, I'd say it's somewhere around there. This is not good, guys. To see the chat while I stream, I have like my YouTube thing open, my stats meter, and now I can like see the stats of what's happening, like who's viewing and who's not. I keep looking at that. I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna make it so I can't see that. 31 tomorrow. Oh my gosh, tomorrow. What? Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, happy early birthday. Congratulations. The big 31. You gonna do anything special for your birthday? Draw a lot like every day. Happy early birthday, yes. There's my senior year of high school, I was I'm not gonna say specifically what I was doing, but I was at school for about 18 hours. Oh no. Wait. Did my math wrong. 14 hours a day. I was there from about 6:45 a.m., sometimes even 5, to usually about 10 o'clock, 9 to 10 o'clock at night. And I remember my birthday, my 18th birthday came around, and I didn't celebrate it. I, in fact, told people not to celebrate it. And that was just such a dumb mistake. And I know there's varying opinions on birthdays, and what they mean to people, but at the end of the day, it's a celebration of you. That you exist, and that you've impacted your friends' and family's lives, usually for the better. So don't take birthdays for granted. Not that you are, but, you know, I sincerely hope you have a great birthday and you enjoy every bit of it. Tell me how big. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's about that totally right, though. Because, like, oh, that's a lot of people. Awesome. But it's a celebration that you're alive, that you happened. For you and for others, but, you know, and obviously there were people who told me happy birthday, but the fact that I told people not to celebrate it, or like relished in the fact that, oh, you know, no one's going to celebrate my birthday, that wasn't right in hindsight. And I really, really wish I took some more time to both myself and say thanks to all my friends and stuff like that. I was so much of a workaholic, I thought almost that not celebrating my birthday would be like this cool, edgy thing. It was not true, guys. Trust me, it's not cool. Celebrate your birthdays while you can. Man, this is turning out really well. I like it. Remember you passed your birthday, though. Yes, exactly. No, truly, everyone should feel at least a little special. That is a very true statement. A birthday is a special day, you know, where people should think about you and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone is special. We do need to acknowledge our self-worth like that, and the impact that we have on our own lives, as well as others. And our impact on other people's lives. We had that whole discussion earlier about ego, so it's kind of like all coming back together, right? Yeah, we are all so invariably important. Even if we think we have no one to claim our name, you know, to etch our tombstone or anything, that we do have people who are like that. And from cases I've seen, people often like to convince themselves they don't because they want to feel alone and isolated, as to not as like it's their own choice, but it's easier that way. For whatever reason, maybe we heighten our levels of disclosure to avoid that. No clue why. I'm no psychiatrist or psychologist, psychology major. Who knows? But yeah. And hey, what better to impact people's lives than drawing and doing things that we love? Oh my gosh, I still have ink like stained on my hand from yesterday. That's ugh. I'm also getting my calluses back because at my home gym, quote unquote, we have padded pull-up bars, which thank God, because my grip strength isn't that great. But now I switched gyms and I'm back to the old rusty bars from like 19 something. Yeah, we're getting calluses again, so if that upsets anyone's stream, I apologize. Sign of hard work. We're drawing too hard. Let's make these a bit bigger. Like we said, we want to be a bit bold. I feel like my textures could have been a lot better if I had a smaller fine liner. I feel like, because I like adding. I'm an additive process kind of guy, kind of gal. So to do that with my things with a smaller pen probably would have been better. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Who cares at the end of the day, right? We'll know that for whenever I go to my own projects, my old maybe V1s, and do such. Oof, that one was a bit thick. I'm definitely gonna have a me weekend. I'm gonna like min-max my homework on Friday because I have barely any classes. I'm gonna just reserve the weekend for stuff that I love. I was talking to my parents earlier today, and I was just reflecting about how glad I am that streaming has not yet turned into something that I dread every day. It is not easy, right, to be this consistent, but nothing has changed too much in my schedule to the point where I'm like dreading it. And hey, now that we're knocking back, you know what? Okay, guys. Yep, next stream we'll knock it back to 8:30 p.m. CST. I think we'll try it out. Actually, maybe not tomorrow because this is one of my longer days. Ooh, yeah, screw it. We'll do it, guys. Right? See how that is, and then if we like it so much, we may move it back another 30 minutes. It's not going to be anywhere past 9 because that means the stream would end near 10:30, and I'm trying to go to bed now. I usually go to bed about like 12 or 1, which is not good. So we're gonna try to switch it around. Oh my God, it's that guy again. He's looking at me in the media player. Get him out of here. You know what? Get him out of here. Unacceptable. I don't even hate the guy. I actually like the music too. Oh wait, I love this. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs of this album. I am a huge sucker. Please don't judge me too much. I'm a huge sucker for Midwest emo. I like Outer Wilds put me on, and I'm addicted. Not to so much the lyrical Midwest emo, but it is a type that I can resonate with. I like it. If you guys don't know about the Midwest emo genre, don't ask me because I'm really bad at remembering names of song albums and songs and stuff. But maybe that's one of my roommates. They're really good at music. They are so knowledgeable with music. Favorite bands? Oh geez, you're putting me on. Okay. Okay, number 1, you guys probably, this is one you haven't heard of. James Blake. James Blake is an early 2000er. Can't even describe his music. Tiny bit punk. I couldn't describe it. But yeah, please look up James Blake. Songs that make you feel sad, to be honest, right? If I was gonna go rock, favorite rock band, probably go with ELO, Electric Lights Orchestra. Oh, here, yeah, AC/DC. Love me some AC/DC. Metallica, I feel like I hate Master of Puppets only because I've heard it a million times. I think it's a great song, but I don't want to listen to that one more time in my life. Yeah, James Blake is definitely one of my favorites. Kind of a rare pick, Masayoshi Takanaka, if you want some upbeat, lively music. If you want some meditation music, I do meditate from time to time. I recommend, oh my gosh. It's a Japanese name. Kenichiro Isoda. Very, very much love that one. You only hate it till you learn like play it like again, yep. Master of Puppets, no, okay. Oh, Black Sabbath is also a good rock pick. Into jazz now. I'd have to ask my roommate. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to ask my roommate what I should tell my friends that, here, I'll be right back, guys. I am back. The Jazz Messengers. Wait, let me. I complete. My roommate is really, yeah, Jazz Messengers. My roommate is really knowledgeable about music, and he says the Jazz Messengers. So if you want good jazz, listen to them. And also for a popular artist, I can't go wrong with some Joji. I love me some Joji. Every once in a while, you know, it's like a nice little treat, nice little milkshake on a very depressing afternoon or something. But yeah, in fact, who asked that? It was Daniel Lazaro. What's your favorite band? You're here. What would you pick if you could listen to a song right now? I wish I could play like whatever song, not get DMCA'd. My friend Delano is slowly pushing me into the light with picking musics and being more bold, but yeah. Millie? Millie. Let us see what Millie is. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Man, we're never gonna finish our textures. Millie musical group. I've never heard of them. Let's see. Images. I just want to see. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Big fan of a band called Pretend. Slightly associated with. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna listen to some Midwest emo while I code tonight. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't. More on the math rocks. Oh yes, my one of my other roommates. Okay, guys. By the way, all my roommates very knowledgeable with music. It is actually intimidating. They are comedians. They are musicians. They are artists. They are mathematicians. These guys are the polytechs of them all. Anyways, back to the camera. Pretend okay. I do know what math rock is. I kind of vibe with it. It's a good one to work with. Math rock, huh? I will give this a listen. New album, Curry. Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. One last one, and then we're gonna get back to it, guys. I'm not sure about the band, but when I went to Portugal, I did listen to this song like 100 times. It's by a band called Le Femme. Here, and it's Titro Lucido. Le Femme, Titro Lucido. I think that's the album. Yeah, Titro Lucido. It's Spanish style. I'll put it right there in chat. If you guys can, listen to at least the intro of this album. I love it to death. It is great. It'll make you feel like it's a call to arms. You know, you're about to like take on the world. Very fun stuff. Anyways, back to it. That is always a great one. Anyways, yeah, okay. Sorry. Had to nerd out about music a tiny bit, right? So, yeah, I'm really liking how this texture is looking now. It's giving me good vibes. In fact, I'd say we're going to thicken up the shadows on the side, not do too much in the middle. And then call it that and put it on the page. Oh, that was a bit thick. There we go. You can kind of save some of these textures if you do it a bit too large. Yeah, I'm going to give Millie and Pretend. I'm going to give them a listen tonight. Awesome stuff. But you know, you guys may not know this, but this is not my first YouTube channel. I've had 2 or maybe 3 YouTube channels before this. One, congrats if you can find it, a Minecraft YouTube channel when I was about 11 years old. So if you could find that one, shout outs to you. I won't hide it, right? And then a little gaming one that you probably can't find because most of the videos are unlisted. But music was a very, very important part of my videos. And picking the right song for each of them, I took it very seriously. And I think music really changes everything. About a stream, about whatever. Learn how to play 401k. It's fun as heck. How to play it? I maybe Is it like is it the game difficult or like the 401k soundtrack, or is that an actual song? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of wait. I may be completely. Oh yeah. I'm thinking of Warhammer 40k. What am I doing, guys? Am I not a gamer? Am I not a gamer, guys? Okay, whatever. The answer to that is no, I'm not a gamer. I've kind of revoked that license after I went to college. But still, hey, Fall of Troy, awesome. Music unites. That's one thing. I stayed in hostels while I was in Portugal, and I got to meet so many awesome people. I actually love those people. Had a complete, European adventure tour. I highly recommend going to Portugal. Wild music, give it a listen. Awesome. And there's one guy I met, Zach. I love him. If I could marry him, I actually would. But he was talking to someone that we met at our hostel about his favorite music choices. I just hear the word in the background, Masayoshi Takanaka. And I'm like, wait, you know Masayoshi Takanaka? He's like, yes, I know Masayoshi Takanaka. Say that 100 times fast. And we just completely nerded out. It was a complete bromance. Love that guy. We actually had like a kind of a romance over there. We went to breakfast every morning together and watched the sunrise. And then we'd go out and like party at night and get like food together. And would like explore this castle ruins one morning. Man, I love that guy. He was awesome. He crocheted too. He made these little I'm kind of upset he didn't make me one. But he crocheted these little like squids and stuff like that, and he gave people them. He was awesome. Fun stuff. Was definitely one of the even Dana showed me. Hey, there you go. Love it. I did meet one person from Denmark, and of course he was very, very tall. And he said, "Cav, you're a weird American." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "You haven't commented on my height yet." I was like, "Why is that weird?" And he's like, "Americans are very superficial, and you haven't done that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's a compliment." So I'll take being the weird American. I think means not pointing out the stature of my friends. I'm taller than him. Oh wow. Bold assumption. This guy was 8 feet. I'm kidding. That'd be crazy. Actually, maybe he was. He was like ridiculous. I think he was at least 7. At least. Yeah, good guy. If I could like teleport to all of them now and just thank them for such an awesome journey, I could. Okay, awesome work here. I think we do need to thicken up the textures on the sides. But other than that, I think that's good. And plus, the actual thing we're going to be working with is much smaller. So, without further ado, let's put a texture on the page, guys. Good stuff. And yeah, so we'll remember our little critiques. Man, I'm really happy with how this looks. Really happy. In fact, I'm pretty sure the things I draw over here, since I'm less stressed about it, and I have a larger canvas to work with, it looks a lot better than the ones on here. Like the moon and the feathers, I liked more when I did it on the other page than here. Okay, so let us draw it. So yeah, this one's a bit more poking our eye out. It's a bit more towards us. So we'll keep that in mind as we do it. In fact, the inner, like, remember that part where like, oh, it hangs over here? That's on this side, so we'll keep that in mind. Actually, no, it's still on this side. Sorry, I read it wrong. Ooh. Maybe I could do like a cool channel thing, a channel bot where you can like check people's draw bot. Oh, wait, no, because then they'd have to link their YouTube account. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Love me some sparkling. Oh, I didn't mute myself. I apologize if you guys heard me gulping down that sparkling water. Okay, let's get back to it, huh? So yeah, remember, bigger lines. I'm not going to be scared of it. Oh, give me a quick second, guys. That knock on the door was not for me. One of my roommates needed some Vaseline. Oh my gosh, whoa, what's going on here? Lesson 1, having restarted? Yes, in fact, DB Animations, hopefully you can't hear my roommates, I apologize if you can. They have a bet for $500. That if they don't complete Drawbox in a certain amount of time, they owe that person $500. Oh, yep, okay. It's picking up a bit of my roommates, but that's fine. We'll up the limiter for a tiny bit. Maybe go a tiny bit quiet for a second. Sorry for the delay, guys. We're going to end the stream a bit differently today. There's some loudness going outside of my door. Just out of respect for their privacy, I'm not mad at them or anything. My roommates are hanging out, so we're going to wrap up the stream with our quick review today. We just did a quick analysis and 2 sketches of our tinfoil. We had some good revelations, start with larger forms, work to the smaller ones, especially with the shadows. We made this little splat form idea. No T-sections, they just don't do that typically in tinfoil. Be more bold with our lines, larger, more controlled. We made a great one right here, and we applied it to the page. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. So sorry about the little quiet ending there. But yeah, without further ado, thank you very much for joining me today. We'll be streaming every day this week. That's the update, and we will be streaming most importantly at 8:30 p.m. CST tomorrow, so 30 minutes later than usual. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.